The head honcho of HHS in this case, which oversees FDA, CDC, and NIH, is Robert F. Kennedy. And people say, well, he doesn't have a medical degree. Well, that's probably, number one qualification as far as I'm concerned. But he's an evidence-based guy who's been litigating on issues of liability for consumer products and as far as they affect your health for decades. And, that's part of a market economy is the bearing liability for the damages that your products cause. And so he's very hip to the fact that pharmaceutical manufacturers, in particular as it relates to vaccines, have been indemnified against liability. And he wants to see that change. And I think there's something to that. I also have a lot of confidence in him as a manager and as a guy with evidence, real focus on evidence and awareness of the problem of industry capture of agencies, which is a serious problem with CDC, FDA, and NIH. So that's going to be his focus. Jay Bhattacharya over at NIH is an interesting one. His views on pandemic policy are pretty much what used to be the mainstream views as recently as February 2019. I mean, there was the Yale University released a document warning against coercive, compulsory measures in the event of a pandemic, and it was signed by 800 top public health people. It was basically a first draft of the Great Barrington Declaration. So that was the mainstream view. There wasn't anything radical or unusual about the Great Barrington Declaration. It just was what it was. It just reiterated the same policies that the U.S. had always pursued, 2009 and 2002 and 3. And then, I think you have to skip over AIDS since that was a special case. But going back to 1968-69, also 57-58, both periods of very deadly flu pandemics with a wide range of age gradient medically significant consequences. And public health was highly intelligent, very calming message. Go see your doctor if you get sick kind of messages. If you're vulnerable and you're weak and you have comorbidities, or there's some way in which a serious flu could injure you, you maybe should stay away from Justin Bieber concert, the Beatles concerts in this case, for a while.